I am Rajeshri Venkatramanan, taking classes in YouTube, Malayalam and English shorthand. Now I am giving you 120 words English shorthand dictation. Please add comments, share, like. Okay, ready? Gentlemen, I will seek leave to make the following statement. There has been a significant rundown in the defense capability of Australia in the last 3 years. This has not been the fault of the service chiefs or of the defense advisors to the country. The fault is to be properly laid at the feet of the Labour government. Defense preparedness under Labour was given a low priority. Apart defense problems was a distinguished feature of the Labour administration. For the nation, the consequences have been hazardous. Nothing in history encourages the view that a country can secure protection by being casual about its responsibilities. That lesson Labour ignored. It is one of this government will respect. The consequences of Labour neglect have been at once widespread and grievances. Forward planning for new equipment did not receive the support it plainly needed. Training activities were heavily restricted. Financial resistance was no longer an expression of discipline. It became a symbol of lack of interest. The effects were not to be disguised. The operational capability of our services was diminished. So was the morale of those who served. On assuring office, the government resolved that the state of affairs with respect to the nation's defenses would not be tolerated. The government is firmly determined to ensure that defense planning and preparedness are restored to their proper role. I am authorized by the Prime Minister to say it is his expectation that he will, in the present session, make a statement to Parliament which sets out the government's broad attitude to the world environment in which this country must shape its policies and its relations with other countries. Meanwhile, I may observe that the singular feature about contemporary Australia is that it is passing through a fundamental period of transition with respect to its defense obligations. It would be absurd to pretend that those obligations are declining, that there is a spreading of some imaginary benevolence. Our world is daily becoming more acquainted with the elements of violence and cruelty. We will share our responsibilities with our major allies. That is a proud attribute of nationhood. We accept, however, that we will take the Prime Minister prime responsibility for our own defense, the defense of Australia and its national interest. It is against that background that I inform the Senate that the government has decided to embark on a defense program which will involve the expenditure in real terms of more than 12 millions in the next 5-year period, and the acquisitions will create additional financial commitments carried forward into the later 1980s. The government reached its view that an expenditure of 12 million needed to give the country a creditable defense capacity after receiving reports from its advisors. These reports detailed our present military capabilities, their limitations, and the extent to which they need to be developed or valued as we move from the 1970s into the 1980s. On the advice available to it and corresponding with the long lead times for major equipment and construction, the government has conducted that the greater portion of the sum to which I have referred should be spent in the last 3 years of the 5-year defense program. This is not to mean that growth of expenditure in the first 2 years will be insignificant despite the need for restraint as part of the government's overall financial strategy. On the contrary, there will be sizable increases in real terms in the amounts spent in these 2 years over those for the current year under Labour's budget. In particular, for the forthcoming year 1976-77, there will be an increase in real terms of between 5% and 6% over spending. In 1975-76, there will be an immediate increase in the level of service activities. The government's defense advisors are deeply involved in determining that priorities and what options should be included by the government within the 5-year defense program with respect to equipment, manpower, and facilities in the present state of technology and on the present outlook. Precise advice on types and quantities of equipment will be provided as the correct year of decision approaches in the light of military needs and taking advantage of latest technological information and contractual opportunities. There will be no premature decisions. Modern defense involves very complex and expensive technologies. It is not enough to have a firm resolution to defend. There must exist the technical capacity to do so. Moreover, access to modern defense equipment involves very long lead times in securing that equipment. Arrangements are being made for Australian industry participation in all of these proposed acquisitions.